April 29, 2021. President Joe Biden made a sweeping case Wednesday for massive new programs that would transform the government's role in Americans' lives, claiming the very future of the country is at stake in his first address to Congress.
If you don't like my plan, let's at least pass what we all agree on. Congress needs to pass legislation this year to finally secure protection for dreamers. The young people have only known America as their home.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu finally caved after opposing the reappointment of blue and white leader Benny Gantz as Justice Minister in the current transitional government. The government approved the nomination by phone and vote mid-afternoon on Wednesday. Netanyahu's statement explained that his agreement to appoint Gantz was a way out of a deadlock, even if he thought he could defend his legal position blocking the blue and white leader. A day after a group of boats from Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard harassed two U.S. Coast Guard ships, the U.S. Navy retaliated with firing warning shots from a vessel in the Gulf. The shots came after the Iranian vessels approached at close range and ignored repeated appeals to pull back, the Navy said Tuesday. It was the second tense encounter at sea in less than a month after about a year of no such incidents, and it coincided with high-stakes negotiations between Iran and world powers over its nuclear program. 3 Georgia men previously charged in the killing of Ahmaud Arbery were indicted Wednesday by a federal grand jury and charged with hate crimes and attempted kidnapping. Arbery was jogging in Brunswick, Georgia when Travis McMichael and his father, Gregory McMichael, pursued him in their truck and shot him dead on February 23rd of 2020. 51-year-old William Bryan was driving behind them in a separate truck and filmed the shooting. The Department of Justice alleged Wednesday that the men confronted Arbery because of his race. The Justice Department sharply escalated investigation into former President Donald Trump's longtime confidant and lawyer Rudy Giuliani Wednesday by executing search warrants at his Manhattan home. The actions were part of a long-running probe into Giuliani's dealings with a shadowy cast of characters in Ukraine during Trump's presidency. The raids are a highly unusual intrusion into a former president's inner circle and a rare case of law enforcement deploying such aggressive tactics against an attorney. Rudy Giuliani's son, Andrew, who is possibly running for New York governor in the next election, gave a speech outside the apartment shortly after the search warrant was executed.
Thank you. Let me just say what I'm going to say first here. We'll go from here. Mind you, I'm speaking as a son and a concerned American. Anybody, any American, whether you're red or blue, should be extremely disturbed by what happened here today, by the continued politicization of the Justice Department. This is disgusting. This is absolutely absurd, and it's the continued politicization of the Justice Department that we have seen. And it has to stop. If this can happen to the former president's lawyer, this can happen to any American. Enough is enough. The only piece of evidence that they did not take up there today was the only piece of incriminating evidence that is in there. And it does not belong to my father. It belongs to the current president's son. That's all I have to say. Any questions, you can refer to his lawyer. All I will say is this. To all Americans out there, our Justice Department should be independent of politics. Enough is enough, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot stand for this anymore. And again, if this can happen to the president's lawyer, this can happen to any one of us.
The heads of several major Hasidic sects in Borough Park jointly endorsed Andrew Yang for mayor yesterday, almost certainly guaranteeing the candidate several thousand votes from the neighborhood. Members of the Hasidic sect put out a statement that said, and I quote, "Yang stood out as the strongest candidate with a clear understanding to fight for and protect the religious rights of the Orthodox community.